Hey collective. Happy Lionsgate. Portal. I hope you guys did some manifesting. I've had a pretty intense few days. I'm sorry I haven't been around, so I thought I would just jump on and do us a reading. A quick collective reading. Ruby's all up in the business. She's just a part of the tarot team now. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I've got endometriosis and I actually have surgery coming up soon. So bed readings might be a thing. I hope you don't mind. Sometimes bed is what it is for me. And I do things from bed. So I'm pretty much about, I think maybe February next year, I'm gonna be all right. I'm in this massive year of she's dribbling, of like rehabilitation, pretty much just going with what my body's doing. I've got a few things going on that need some rehabilitating, so we might be at desk reading and then in bed looking like a zombie reading, but either way I can still channel. I just it is what it is. This is who I am. This is what I'm going through, and I want to still be there for you, for my collective. So I'm not going to shy away. Should we get into some cards? This cat's not gonna. There you go. This is Ruby, by the way. Meow. Alright, this Mercury Retrograde, I haven't been watching a lot of readings because honestly, every time, right, every Mercury Retrograde we have is like exes and twin flames and just all this toxic stuff seems to come out, right? Ruby, you can't be like that. We can work around her. And it gets a little bit, yeah, I've got 5 of Cups came out before. So there might be a lot of breakups going on. There might be actually a lot of drama in people's relationships. I stay pretty well to myself, but I hear a lot about it. I feel it. I even hear my name sometimes. I don't know what's going on with these cards. Ruby, can you just sit down and chill out, please? It's not a pet session. I was just being polite. It's been a lot like this. I still managed to go to the gym today, even though I'm sore, and I'm like, but yeah, the next 2 days I'm pretty much, it's that time of the chaos of the month. So I've done my stuff for the week, which is great. I've got a private reading to do tomorrow, so hopefully I will make it to my desk. I managed to go to the beach today and have a swing. I found a swing. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a channel journey, but I've been doing it for a few years, I think. Sometimes I finished at the gym today and I wasn't feeling great. I had a appointment like with my personal trainer and made it through, had a bit of a workout, and just with the energy that was going on, I was just being told to tap in, and so I tapped in, and I'm not sure, to be honest, who I go with at these times, who's leading me or what's leading me. I think it's God. I think it's spirit, or it could be my dad. Really, but I usually end up at a swing because I love swings. Swings always cheer me up. But yeah, I went to the beach and it was gorgeous. Oh, I've got the Lovers and 3 of Pentacles. So let's call on our spirit guides and our ancestors first. Spirit guides, ancestors, spirit please come down and be with us now for this reading. Please protect this space. Please protect the space and the collective that they are in right now. Please bless them. Send them support, healing, anything that they may need. Please let them align with it. Give them strength and courage to get through anything that might be challenging them right now. Protect their family. Let them have clear intuition. Protect them from any karmic situations, because Lord knows they're everywhere right now. And please give us any messages that they might need to hear right now through me. Thank you. Amen. Commitment, the lovers. Yeah, there's a lot of energy on moving. And like, I don't know about you guys, it's a strange energy to me, because I'm very established where I am. Like, it's taken me quite a bit to really establish where I am, but you never know, right? Stuff can just happen and things can change and you can move. There's always upgrading. Like, if you're quite established, you might get offered an upgraded situation, which you're going to take it, right? You're going to be like, hell yeah, I'll have a better place. Fast news. We've got 8 of Wands coming in with the 3 of Cups. That's 2 lots. That's 3s. 33. 6. There's a baby here too. I'm definitely not having a baby. You might be having a baby. You might be thinking about having a baby. I just heard something before, and like came up on my TikTok about how some karmic situation, some woman's gone and got herself pregnant to trap a guy, which they do quite a lot. And it might sound toxic. I probably shouldn't be saying this on the internet, but I was like, why didn't I do that? Like, right? Like, I got pregnant. I couldn't have picked worse baby daddies. I really couldn't have. But like, I was like, if I was that way inclined to go out and handpick someone I wanted to trap. Excuse me for saying it. I do not agree with it. But like they could have been smarter. I could have had some child support at least, you know. I'm not saying it's okay. There are women, and I imagine there's men out there who do it as well, right? They probably get women pregnant. I had a dude years ago tried to get me pregnant. No one can do that to me now. I can't get pregnant. I'm pretty sure, unless it was some miracle. Miracles can happen, you know. Oh, we got a Knight of Cups. So it might be a Knight of Cups coming your way with an offer or a proposal. Someone dreamy, lack of action though. So someone a little bit manipulating, maybe a bit of gaslighting, might be young and full of himself. A thief, someone lower than you. I'm picking up someone's gonna come and try their luck with you. It is Mercury retrograde, eh? Like, I've got the Tower and the Magician, the Page of Pentacles. So you might be looking at study. You might have applied for a new job, like, or studying some kind of maybe upper level. I've just applied for a new job. Oh, sorry. But yeah, you're going to be having some good news and maybe an upgrade in your money. Schooling, definitely, it's going to be, that's a yes, for being accepted. The money should be getting better too. Like, there's an offer coming in. That could be what this is as well. It might not necessarily be some young stud. It might be, yeah, but you need to put the action in. You can't, you've got to put the work in, right? And then you give it to the universe. You have faith. You do what you got to do. You let the universe transform it. What are you looking at, Ruby? Oh my gosh, my daughter got a video last night of of hey, I'm reading cards here. You can be here. Come over here. And she was talking to her lamp, right? It was a touch lamp. And the lamp was like, it was like a Ouija board sort of situation. The lamp was like, they weren't touching it. And the lamp was fully reacting her. Like, I saw it. She was asking it questions and it was flashing the light. And then it was not flashing the light. It was so buzzy. Like, I saw it in Orb the other day. And here, me and the cat saw it. Actually, I got it on video. And I've never seen an orb before. So there's definitely... my daughter's quite... she's quite gifted as well. But she sent me the video and was like, Mum, Mum, who's this? I'm like... And so from what I picked up, it was an astro traveler. You got to remember that. Can you not put your butt in my radio? Someone might be channeling you through music. I channel through music. Oh, cat, you're just... Don't put your butt in my face on camera. It's so rude. Just sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Good girl. Yeah, so there's definitely some kind of eerie stuff going on. She said she didn't feel scared, and I didn't pick up any, like, it wasn't a dangerous situation. It was just, and I picked up that they were, they weren't dead. They were in the astral realm, but they were actually firmly planted here. So I'm not sure kind of what that was about, and they didn't say really what they wanted. But if you're having some strange things going on, it's going on everywhere, sort of thing. Might be just some portals open, like with the 8-8 portal that's open at the moment. And it's not 8-8 anymore. I think it's the 9th today here in New Zealand. But so don't feel scared. It's just, I don't know, maybe communication that's coming through. Send 1212 on the timer. Mercury retrograde's really pushing all the buttons on the DJ board, right? Just bing, 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 bing. So the Magician and the Tower, so things might be falling down a little bit. You might be sensing the chaos like I am. Like, I really am the hermit. So I don't even really hear things that go on out there. I don't really have, like, I very much stick to myself. I'm very sensitive to energy, so as I get older, I just I just don't really socialize. I did a lot of socializing in my time. I did a lot of it. There was a lot of drama. It was really quite frustrating. I'm just like, I might go back out there and socialize again one day, but for now, this is just how it is, especially while I'm healing and while I'm going through what I'm going through. I need to protect myself, honestly, and just look after myself. But you might be going through some things. Your friends, your family might be going through some unforeseen towers. So some, like job losses, some drama, some people acting out. I've seen some people acting out. Like, I have seen for the last 2 days, especially yesterday. I was out yesterday, and I'm quite observant when I'm out. I've seen some weird energies. Like, sometimes you can just tell that the veil's a little bit thin, and you see things that aren't normal in people. They look almost like possessed, like they crawled out of some gutter. I've been seeing a bit of that, and people maybe hosting, like jumping into energies kind of coming up in other people that aren't necessarily belonging to them. So I've seen a bit of that tends to happen at these times. It brings out some energy. So just, be wary not to get into people's dramas. Try not to let it affect you, because they, can pull you in without even meaning to as well, right? And you find a lot of people who have a lot of drama, they have a lot of drama, and that's their cycle. So try not to get pulled in by anybody who's having drama and that's their whole life is drama. I used to be that girl. I used to have a lot of drama, and it was just drama and drama and drama and drama. And I'm like, it's not me, it's not me. And then I realized, like, actually, this is a big part me. I need to stop attracting these people. I need to stop, codependency, right? When you become independent, there's a lot less drama. So, yeah, Tower and the Magician. It can be really distracting for your manifestations as well. Like, it can really interfere in what you're trying to manifest when you've got all these other energies around you. So, being open to change. Now I've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, and the World. You've said no. You've seen a situation come in, like an offer, and like the universe is congratulating you. They were like, thank goodness they didn't take the bait. You saw it for what it was. You might have, stepped in a little bit, but you washed it off and, like a little, like test the waters, and then you just jumped out. Like, no, you didn't fall right into the cycle. You've chosen yourself, and you've said no. Like, there was something came up and tempted you. Something came up and kind of tested you. It was a test. And it just didn't feel the same. It just didn't feel, that's just not who you are anymore. And so you are going to be rewarded for this. The wheel is going to turn in your favor because you made the right choice. You might have even, it's in 17, you might have even, you've obviously released control, and you went through the test. Like, sometimes we have to put our foot in it. We can't just say no to everything, right? We can't just not experience things. We have to follow our intuition into these situations, right? I figured this out because I was like, well, if I'm following my intuition, and my intuition is telling me to do these things, and these things aren't perfect, these things aren't necessarily, good ideas, these things aren't necessarily the right path, the light, this and that. And I looked at it and I was like, well, I knew it was my intuition, and I trust my intuition. I didn't know at the time, like, what it was about. I just trusted it, and I trusted that I would be safe, that there was a reason for it, there was an experience in it, and there was a lesson in it. So I guess when you're following your intuition into these places, and you're self-aware, like, this doesn't seem like, but like, we got to start at the bottom, right? We got to work our way up. We got to go through some shit sometimes. It's not just, an escalator up to the top. Like, yes, it's been easy the whole way. I've made a right choice every single way. I've taken the perfect, footing. So yeah, I went through something recently that I was aware, and I was like, well, okay, I'm just going to trust this. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to look out for what the lesson is in this. I followed my intuition, and then it came to a point where it started resurfacing the same kind of behavior. Like, I felt like, oh, this is the yucky part I don't like. Like, here we are again. And instead of feeling shame or feeling like I'd done something wrong or hating myself or not trusting myself, I just was like, oh, nah, this isn't for me. Fuck that. I'm good. Thank you. Bye-bye. And that was me. Done. I saw it for what it was. I went through it. Had to go through it for some reason. And now I'm like, I moved on. If I had not healed and not grown, I would still be there, right? I would still be sitting in it to see if it changed, to see if it would evolve. And I know damn fucking well it wasn't gonna. And if it did, it probably wasn't gonna go real well. So I took what I learned from that situation, which was fuck all. And was like, when do we get to the top? Can we get to the top yet? Because also karmic experiences, karmic, what do you call it? Your karma, right? We have karma. We have karmic cycles. We have karmic relationships. We have past life karmic relationships that literally come up from our past life that we have to go through and serve the lesson. No matter what's going on in our life, it can come in at any time, going through anything. And you got to go through it. You can't avoid it because you'll just get the towers. Shit will start falling down around you. You've just got to go through it, and then it's done and the level's passed. And, you know, you move through and get closer to what it is you actually want to be doing, which every time you pass a karmic lesson like that and you choose yourself and you choose your self-worth, you will get rewarded, and you will go up a level, and that will be obsolete. That's why you've got to let it go. So no shame, just an understanding and awareness of it's a lesson. Take the experiences that you got, take the good memories, move forward, and, you know, the least you can be kind of personally attached and emotionally attached to these situations, the better it's going to be, because there's going to be more and more and more, right? So there is a special reward for you coming in. If you've left this, if you're still in it, write down a list of cons and pros and how you're feeling. Does it feel stagnant? Does it feel like you've been there before? Does it feel like a similar behavior or situation or cycle that you've ended up in, and it's maybe with a different person, or, you know, a slightly different scenario? Is it what you want? Basically, ask yourself, is this what I want? Am I happy here? And if you are not, then step out of it. Like, manifest something new to come in, manifest your way out of it. Talk to God, talk to your spirit guides, and just say, I've changed. You can change your mind. At any fucking given time, you can change your mind about a cycle. You can change your mind about something. You're a grown adult. You can say, actually, I might have put my foot in here a little bit, but I've decided that it's not for me. And you can leave. It doesn't have to be a big drama or anything. You can just be like, this turns out this just ain't it. This isn't it for me. So yeah, change, divine intervention. The path is clear. It might not feel. There's a new plan. You might have been embarrassed. It could have been embarrassing. It could have been really fucking embarrassing. And Lord knows I have embarrassed myself enough here. If I can do anything for the rest of my life, is try not to embarrass myself. That's actually one of my new things. It's actually very good. I look at it now after this situation, and I'm like, that needs to be added to my application of cycles or relationships or even love offers, even jobs, all these things. It's part of my criteria now, and a question I ask, am I going to be embarrassed? Is it going to humiliate me? Is it going to support me and lift me up? Like, I'm not all about ego or anything. I don't mean it in an ego way. I just mean, am I going to be respected? Like my last job, was really embarrassing. The place was nice. I liked my customers. I worked my ass off cleaning that place to make it a respectable level for where I was at, because where my shop that I ran last year was, I ran it, I managed it, I organized it, I controlled it, it was at my level, which was like a high level, everybody, and then this was different. And then the chick I was working with, like the last day I was there, like we had uniforms, and she turns up and she looked like absolute shit, and she's wearing like a sweatshirt, and the sweatshirt's being cut in half, and she wants to be the manager. And I'm just looking at this place, and when I'd gone there and started, the manager who hired me, he wasn't even there. Half the store was missing. It was just really dodgy. There was cigarette butts everywhere. And I left on this day and was like, this place is actually embarrassing. Like, I don't actually want to be seen working here. Like, honestly, I would be less embarrassed working at Kmart or a supermarket, because at least they're at a certain level of respect, of cleanliness, of professional. Like, it was really unprofessional. And I was like, I can't work in this. And there's no damn way that this is my job to clean it up, to bring it to the level that it should be at. So I just left. I'm like, this is not my motherfucking problem. So if you're in a situation that needs a lot of work, if you're seeing someone who's got potential, you can fix them. Oh my gosh, my daughter and her boyfriend, she was sending me these stupid pictures, and she was going, and her boyfriend was doing it too. It was so cute. And they were going, I can fix him. I can fix him. They were joking, but that those fixer-uppers, avoid the fixer-uppers. We've got to fix ourselves, okay? No fixer-uppers. We're well past that. No, you know what I mean. You can't fix him. If his mama couldn't fix him, or her mama couldn't fix her, you can't. You can't save her. You can't save him. You can't fix her. It's not your fucking problem. Oh, I got the Lovers again and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so needing to raise your frequency. Take a load off. Some self-love. Like, if you can, go take a retreat. Go away for a weekend. If you've got a partner, you guys might need to spruce it up a little bit. Like, go away together. Like, drop the kids off somewhere and go and like rekindle, like relight your fire, do something fun, do something different, bring out a side of you guys you haven't. When you do something new and different with your partner, it can trigger and bring out parts of you, and then parts of both of you together that you haven't met yet. So try doing something different and just shutting all the, because it gets very mundane, it gets very routine, it gets very good night, good morning, how was your day. It gets like that in marriages and relationships. So just kind of go away, even for a night. Go out for dinner long enough. Like, it takes like a day, right, when you go away with your partner, to kind of settle in, to kind of take everything off and, detach from the everyday life. And, you start settling into it, and you start being able to enjoy yourself, and then you can go do some activities and maybe have a couple of drinks and start to really kind of relax. And then, you might even like each other. So that's my advice. If you, take that moment, it's worth it, right? They're your person. You're their person. It's worth rekindling things and keeping that alive, and working together. And romance, who doesn't like romance? Like, romance, like falling in love. If there's somebody and you're single and you like them and you think that, they might like to go out, They might like to go away and have some fun. If they like adventures and you like adventures, take that step. Ask them. Do something spontaneous if that's you. Or even like a coffee, or like 'tis the season. The lovers is here. Raise your frequency, get happy, raise their frequency, and just, you'll always learn something. When you step out there, and you'll grow. Every time you learn something and you experience, you grow from it. They grow from it. You learn something about yourself. They learn something about themselves. Even if it's absolute chaos and it goes terribly wrong, you're gonna grow. You're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn what not to do next time, right? Or that it just, you've got to experience things. They don't always go that great, but you never know. It could go really well. The last, I've been on a couple of datey sort of things. I've been out this year. One of them, we got locked in a car park. They put these big poles that come out of the ground at a certain time of night, and we got locked in, and that was interesting. A little bit awkward. Oh yeah, just remembering. Don't touch me. This is not. Go sort it out. Okay, do not take this moment to get all handsy on me. That's not who I am. The other one, I went on an airplane, a little airplane. That was cool. And yeah, just boundaries, right? Boundaries. Go out, have fun, take the opportunity, be respectful. If you're not being respected, steal their car and drive away. You know what I mean? Yeah, so releasing your burdens, letting go, moving on. It's time to move on. Light some fires under your ass. Okay, any other messages? We're at 30 minutes now, and I've just talked my ass off. Any more messages? Too little, too late. Yeah, that is the energy of this Mercury retrograde. Too little, too late. Keep going. Next, push through. Steady application, willpower. So 7 of Pentacles. You're very close to you've been working on something, and you're very close to what do you call it? You're very close to an upgrade. You're very close to your goal. You might be getting tired and sick like I am, but don't let it. Just keep baby steps. I put up a video on TikTok the other day, and I was really tired, and I was feeling really run down, and what I do with myself is I slow down at those times. I don't stop. I just baby steps. So don't stop. Just slow right down when this happens, and just make sure you're taking little steps. Make sure you're getting up, you're looking after yourself, you're eating good food, you're doing little bits and pieces and what you can. Don't push yourself when you're running low. Don't push yourself, because then you'll have an absolute burnout, right? So just baby steps, lots of self-love, lots of praise. Praise yourself the most at those times when you're tired and you don't have the energy to do it, because those times are the hardest. That you're really we've got that what do you call it? Yeah, you've got some fast news coming in, some communication, but you've got that reward coming in. So that's possibly that's possibly, that next level of your job, or you're studying, you might be graduating soon. You might finally, hit that assignment that you're meant to be doing. You might get offered a new job. You might get offered a new position. Your business might finally take off. Oh, we got a King of Pentacles. I got cramp in my leg. I got cramp in my hip, Ruby. A Ten of Pentacles here. We've got a resolution. Something you can be proud of. So it can be a dude who's coming in, like a well-respected businessman. A lot. Someone gonna support you. Being a king, it's usually a man, like a boss or a husband figure, someone who wants to invest in you. They're a very hard worker, probably most likely a workaholic. Maybe you're a workaholic too. Maybe they've seen your strength, they've seen you, and they want to help you out. Alright, tell me about this King of Pentacles. Ooh. The cat got that one. I got the Knight of Swords. Oh, an outburst of action, a surge. So something unexpected's going to come in. I feel Sagittarius energy on this one. Sagittarius is a very, spontaneous. I don't know where that came from. Because that's the swords. Charisma. What? What? What is it? Would you like a reading, Ruby? She doesn't agree. What do you think it is? She reckons it's a Gemini. Oh, the Ten of Swords. The completion of something. Change coming in. Insight. Yeah, clarity on a situation because it's finally come to an end and you're able to accept it. Oh, and someone's got, it got judgment. A cycle's been closed. It's like spirits come in and your angels have come in and just closed the door. You might have a second chance at something that you are aligning with because you've done some work. Oh, sorry. My goodness. I have been so tired lately, it's wild. What? Are you ready for sleeps? That's where she sleeps. She sleeps in between my legs. But then she must sleep other places because I go that side and I go that side. I don't know where she sleeps. She probably has to move all night too. A rebirth, quest for truth. You might have a lot of questions you've been asking yourself. You've been asking the universe. You've been like, what are we fucking doing here? I've gone through this a little bit lately too. I've come to, what are you doing? I've come to these forks in the road lately, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing? We need something solid. These are quite flimsy things we've been doing. What's something solid? Let's get serious, right? You might be at a point where you're like, I need to really I need to plant some solid roots. I need a solid foundation. You might have just been experiencing and trying new things and stuff, and you get to a point where you're like, I've got to kind of pick something. I need to master something. I need to really kind of narrow down and concentrate on something. So yeah, you might be being offered a second chance at something that maybe you had to walk away from. There's death and rebirth here. Pluto, so transformation, pleasure. That'd be nice. No. Stop it. Finding out who you are. That might be, some of your questions like, who am I? What am I doing here? What's my soul purpose? Why do I have these gifts? Why have I been given this abundance? What is it for? What is it all about? You might be going through a full ego death of what are we actually doing? We do that sometimes. We go like this and we follow and then we're like, what the fuck are we doing? Okay. Give me something solid, right? And then the universe will come in and be like, she's ready, or he's ready. They're ready. Okay, lay it on them. Yeah. Meow. Got a 3 of Swords and a 7 of Wands and a 6 of Swords. Yeah, a time of, you might be in rest and recovery at the moment too. That's what the universe wants us to do. Like, when we're tired, when we get sick, it's putting us in a holding space, a hermit mode, like usually forced, because a lot of us don't like to rest, right? We like to keep busy. So you literally have to rest. I'm going to get off here in a minute because it's 40 minutes and I just keep yawning. I'm sorry. So stay true to your values. Speak up, even if you have to argue it. Make sure you're speaking your truth. Make sure you're expressing yourself to the universe, to people. Stand in your power. Stand in your truth. The universe is not going to bless you and give you what you need if you're not speaking out about it, if you're not setting your intentions on it. And when it comes in, you're going to be able to relax. You're going to feel structured. You're going to feel stable. You're going to feel secure again. Yeah, there's been tears. There's been some loss. May like have been some sort of a third party. I don't feel like it's really like a third party, like they talk about like another girl or another boy or another, like cheating sort of third party. I feel like there's been a distraction. There's been something in the way. There's been something you've had to fight. There's been some sort of a distracting lesson that you've had to go through to cause some sort of a growth, to clear the path for this to come in. And there's been a lot of tears. Maybe you've got feelings of loss, but they are going to be fulfilled soon enough. Cash. It is saying cash, so your money's going to do better. I heard like cash deposits, like opportunity. You might have more opportunities to make more money soon. Might be to do with traveling. Transmute. What are we transmuting and shifting? I've got that news again. Check the details on any offers that you've got coming in. Oh, I got 10 of Pentacles. Have faith. Out. So raise your frequency. Put yourself in places to get opportunities. Put yourself out there. Okay, put yourself out there. Oh, we've got a King of Cups. We've got 2 kings so far. Managing emotions. So you might have a man in your life that's a little bit distant, suppressing their feelings. But they've got a lot to say. They might be working a lot to try and cover it up. Might be a earth sign. Earth signs are really good at that, eh? Holding on to their feelings and just like transmuting it into work. And never ever did he speak about his feelings. But my God, business was good. So you might have a new home or a new job. You might be renewing your home, like going out and buying new furniture. That can really help sometimes. Spruce things up is just out with the old and with the new. You might want to redecorate. It might make you feel better, especially if you're growing and you're changing. The things around you, they need to as well. Like, I'm probably going to have to go through a whole lot of that soon. I do it whenever I move, everything changes in my house, really. And I move, like, every year, pretty much. I upgrade, change. And then everything kind of changes. The stuff I have now, most of it's, like, I guess 2 years old, pretty much. I've got a few things that are really, really old that I keep. But most things I try to recycle. I take them to secondhand shops and drop them off. I don't really sell anything. I give and then I receive. I get things. Either the money will come in to buy new things or people will give them to me or whatever. Just material things and material things. All right. Any last Let's try these ones. What other ones? I got some messages there. Some handwritten messages. Oh, the devil. Hey, and the Hierophant. What's that? Trust. Commitment. Commitment's going to bring in rewards. Just trusting right now what the universe has brought in for you. Don't worry about the devil. Don't worry about temptation. Just see it for what it is. Negative thoughts, okay? So your negative thoughts, you might have emotions and old traumas and old things kind of resurfacing. Try not to sit in it for too long. Just look at it, see it for what it is. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. See the lesson in it. See the growth in it. Look at yourself. Tell yourself you made it through that. You are strong, you are powerful, and you love yourself so much more because you made it through that. You dealt with that. That's done. That's in the past. I'm in the present now. Let's let it go and make room for new experiences to come in now that we are a more grown person who makes better decisions. Every bad choice you make, you learn from. You learn to make better choices, right? Trust. Surfing out those emotions, like imagine your emotions, your experiences in life, your old traumas and stuff that are coming up that you're faced with. They're waves. And I always imagine the surfer just, sometimes we're going to fall off and we're going to get crashed. When, what do you call it? When the wave gets you dunked. And then you're going to get back up on the board and you're going to surf again, right? You're going to keep riding those waves out. And then, you might catch a really good one and ride in and you might hit the jackpot. But either way, you can always get back on the board, even if you fall off. The Achiever, Harvest, you're very close. Watch out for fear. Okay. No judgment for feeling fear. No judgment for even feeling failure. No judgment for having emotions from past situations come up. They are coming. It's a good thing. It feels like shit. Yes, it feels horrible being reminded of these things. I just had to fill out for my therapy. Just sat there last night. I had to because my therapist is going away. I had to fill out over 100 questions. And I used to do them with my old counselor like for 7 years. Every 3 months we did these questionnaires. It's like a report. And I did like over 100 really hard questions. And you got to give it a score from like 1 to 3. 3 being like really often. And these questions... and I had to kind of just fill it out in the moment. And it's really hard to fill them out when they're really emotional questions without actually, like even trying not to be emotionally attached to it. I'm like, I still fucking feel it, Like you can't read this shit and ask yourself and not feel it. So I'm going through. But it was really good to see. Like I was really honest because like, and my therapist is going to look at it. She's going to be like, that you don't talk to me about that. Like, well, I don't know you yet, okay? Like, I'm not going to fully open up to you, lady. I don't know you. But that is how I feel. That is the truth right there. Do I make relationships with new people? No. Do I go out? No. Do I feel like I don't need anyone? Yes. Like these questions that I really got to see, like, like, okay, maybe I did shut off, but that's where I'm at. And being honest with yourself is the first step. It's just where you're at right now, Maybe you want to ask yourself some questions. Maybe you want to look up online and have a look at some kind of, therapy, mental health questions so that you can truly see and be honest with yourself without anybody else seeing or knowing. So at least you know, right? Because it's hard to talk to a stranger and open up when you're such a strong person and you keep everything to yourself and you don't even make relationships with people because you're like, I'm good. So check where you're at so that you know, right? You don't have to tell anybody. She's going away for 5 weeks now, so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, that. Oh, passion. Alright, you might feel more passionate soon. The passion's upside down, and it came out with the achiever and with harvest. So after this harvest comes in, this reward, it's going to bring you up into like a higher frequency. You're going to feel a lot more kind of successful. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and it's going to bring about this new passion. And if that does come in, if you get some money, if you get some time out, go away, go on holiday, go out with a friend, go out with someone you like, and just build that passion. Like, you got fire, they got fire, put your fires together. We've got a big fire, okay? You'll both keep warm, the fire. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Trust the universe. The universe is trying to say it's time to get. It's getting hot in here. You know how it goes. I'm not going to say it. I want to go on holiday. I ain't asking anyone to come with me though. I wouldn't even know who to ask. Growth. Yeah, so don't let fear hold you back. Change is coming. You got really good stuff coming in for us. You might be, you might go through a bit of a rest and rejuvenate period. Well, this ended up being really long. We're at 51 minutes and 51 seconds. 5151. But yeah, once you are rejuvenated and you are starting to feel yourself again, you're starting to feel better, your energy's building again, then you'll be at the frequency, and these things they'll come in. Sometimes we have to go through a patch of downtime of preparing. It's preparation. Okay, collective. I really just want to pull one of these. These are like messages. Let me just start again. They're like, I read them like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Some of them are like songs. Some of them are like from people that you might know that might be in your energy. Some of them are like from the universe. You are my light. I'll just read them and you can take them however you want to take them. They might resonate with you. They might not. Might ring a bell, might not. But I feel called to pull a few. Climb with me. I'm sorry. I've been saying I'm sorry a bit. I don't know who's saying they're sorry. Please stay. Somebody wants you to stay. Earth help. So you're going to get help from an earth sign. Start a savings account. And water healing. So you may need to go to the beach, showers, spiritual baths, pools, streams, waterfalls. Water is very healing. You might have Atlantic like past life. I do. I have to have a lot of water. You might be a little bit of a siren or a mermaid. I need a lot of water. I've got underneath your clothes, like the Shakira song. And I've got cut old cords. So you might need to do like a cord cutting ritual. You can have a spiritual bath with some sage and some Epsom salts or pink Himalayan salts, rosemary. Rosemary in the bath, having a spiritual bath with meditation music can actually help you if you want to download your like information about your past lives. Rosemary helps draw out those past life memories. That's how I've recently got some of like the last of mine. I called on it. So have yourself a spiritual bath. Put some like like frequency meditation kind of, maybe like a YouTube video on. When you come out of the bath, sage yourself, sage the bathroom so that releases any energies in there that you have kind of um, just released from yourself. And then light yourself a candle, light some incense, and either get some scissors, or you can just do this with your fingers, or you can write their name down, the chords that you want to cut. You can like visually cut them, like you imagine a cord that is connected to that person and you cut it and you ask the universe, please cut this cord, this energetic cord with this person. Like just cut, like just makes no sense, but the more you do it, you can actually, unless the universe wants you to speak with this person, but you can ask for them, for your energy to be protected from that connection. That's usually what I do. I don't really fuck around with the cutting and stuff. Like sometimes I'll write down a name of someone who's really pissing me off and I'll put them in a jar. I don't do black magic, but I will put someone in a jar. If they are really, really up my ass and really causing chaos for me, I will write their name down and I will put it in a jar, put it on my mantelpiece with my ancestors, and I will give them like 3 days. And if I forget about them, Spirit tells me. I'll start saying like jar, jar, jar. Oh shit, they're in the jar. And all that happens to them is they just get bound. It's a timeout. It is a spiritual timeout because, they get seen. They get like, it stops them in their track from accumulating karma also, because a lot of people who are karmic like that, they don't know they're accumulating karmic sentences. They don't know that they're, banging against a cop door. Like, you can use the jar thing if you want to like cut a cord with someone or something. You can also write their name down. You can write it down. You can write a message. You can write your own spells. You can write down, just be careful what you write, because words are spells. So your intentions has to purely come from your heart, a place of protection. Don't ever do anything with a bad intention of hurting someone. It will cause karma. You cannot do anything with a bad intention without consequences. That was one of the hardest things I learned in the beginning, was don't do anything when you're pissed off. Don't do magic when you're pissed off. It hurts. Change is coming. Clear your path. Clear path. The path is clearing. Confirmation of the clear path. No being a player. So you're going to have some options come in. That's my, when you are manifesting what you want in life, and then the universe comes and gives you like a handful of it, and it's like, and you're like, what am I just wanted one, but you've given me 5. How do I know which one? That's that one. I always joke about that. Like, what if all my manifestations, what if everybody sorts their shit out, gets together, and it all comes in at once? And I've got like 10 dudes asking me out on a date. I don't want anyone else. If someone just wants you, be receptive. Oh, that sounds like a past person. I saw you today, but you didn't see me. I feel like someone's astro traveling and watching you. Trust your intuition. Someone's watching you. Know your motherfucking worth. Maybe means no. Yeah, if they're mucking you around, it's a no. If they're not clear and, strong in there. My head's tickling. I don't know what that's about. I'm getting tickled lately. Remind you what? I'll do anything to fix this. That's a past energy. Someone's territorial. Oh, have my baby. I must stop there. That's not for me. I can't have babies. Somebody might want somebody to have their baby. It definitely was getting into like past energy there though. Just in that last bit. So yeah, make sure you're cutting those old cords, ties, because we all know that toxic people, they don't grow. Like it could be like 5 years ago and they could just roll on up and you've gone through so many things and you're like, don't even remember the person you were when you were like in love with them or obsessed with them or trauma bonded to them, and they just roll up and like, hey Sally, and you're like, ew. Oh, sorry, I don't know the woman you're looking for. I don't know the dude you're looking for, but they moved out a long time ago. They don't live here anymore. Like, sorry. Claim with me. Yeah. You can't go back to the past because you're not there anymore. When you've grown and you've evolved, that version of you doesn't exist anymore. That version of you, you've had to shed that version of you to become the version that you are now. And it can just be quite painful trying to put yourself in places that you didn't even fit in the first place, right? Just because you're, going through a thing and you're trying to find somewhere to fit, or you're trying to get some love because the universe is testing you. So I'm going to leave you on that note at 111. Got 010101. I know I've got 02. So I'm going to end this here. All the 111s. There's lots of good messages in this video, and I will upload this now and see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll be back at my desk. Bye collective, take care.